He is Meramago Wilson. Meramago, it's a family name. Then Wilson, it's a church or it's a baptism name. So this kind of job, he didn't go to school to learn how to use these different plants. Only his dad is the one who taught him how to use these different plants. So he started learning them from his father when he was having 10 years, and now he has 85 years old. So his dad taught him when he was 10, and now he has 85 years old. And when his father was teaching about these plants, he used not teach girls. So the reason why he doesn't teach girls, it is because girls, when we get married, our husband, they will not allow us to come to our father's home to do this kind of job. Or let's say if I get married to Kampala, I will not come back every day here to do this kind of job. So when he's teaching about these plants, he has to teach his son. And if he doesn't have a son, then the family members, they will give him a son who can learn how to use these different plants. And also the son is learning how to use them. The son started when he was having 10 years, and now the son is having 35 years old. But this time he's not around. Only he comes here when his dad is not around, or when his dad dies, then the son will take over. All the diseases, he has medicine for them, but apart from HIV, AIDS, cancer, goiter, diabetes, COVID-19, high blood pressure, those ones he doesn't have medicine for them. But he is still carrying research with other traditional healers like him on how to get medicine for those diseases. But other diseases, he has medicine for them. So that is the chimpanzee skull. You will go for the chimpanzee tracking this afternoon. You will see some chimpanzees, but you may not see the skull. So this is the chimpanzee skull, and he got the skull in the forest when he was picking these different plants. So when you go there for the chimpanzee tracking, they will tell you that a chimpanzee builds a nest for one day, and then it sleeps there for one night. So if you have a bad neighbor is that person who doesn't wishes you well in the community. So instead of fighting with him every time, just you will come and explain to him about your bad neighbor. After explaining to him about your bad neighbor, then he will get a piece of a skull. After getting a piece of a skull, and those are the sticks from the chimpanzee nest. So he will get the small skull together with the two sticks from the chimpanzee nest. He will tie them together and he will keep them in his pocket. Then you go with him to take him to that bad neighbor's home. And when you are taking him there, you make sure that the bad neighbor is not around. Maybe he's in his bed asleep, or he's somewhere enjoying. Then when you reach on that bad neighbor's doorway, just he will put a small hole. After putting a small hole, then he will bury those stuffs. So after burying those stuffs, then he will come back to his home. He do his rituals. Then after doing his rituals, then that bad neighbor, he will jump over the medicine when he's getting out. Or when he's coming into his house, he will jump over the medicine. So after jumping over the medicine, after 3 days, that bad neighbor's head will get confused. The head will get confused. He will not like himself. He will get tired of the place. Just he will pack the luggage and he goes to another country. So that chimpanzee skull, it chases someone who doesn't wishes you well in the community. So do you have some bad neighbors in your country?
Yes.
You have them?
Yes.
The medicines. In 2 days, 3 days, he's gone to another country.
That would be amazing.
We're gonna take him home with us.
So the plant, it's called aloe vera. Then the other one behind, it's called the quinine tree or bitter leaf tree. Quinine or bitter leaf tree. So when someone is having malaria here, that person will come to him. After coming to him, then he will go and get the fresh leaves of the aloe vera together with the quinine leaves. Then he will chop the leaves and boils them together with water. After boiling them together with water, then he will get the liquid. So after getting the liquid, that person will take these 3 bottles for 3 days. So after taking this malaria liquid for 3 days, and when he's taking, he will recover himself, then he will be sweating. Water will be coming from his body. So when he's sweating, then that means the malaria will be getting out from his or her body. And then when he or she goes for the malaria checkup, they will not find it in his or her body. They test negative. So that aloe vera, if you have skin rash, you are scratching yourself, just will come to him. After coming to him, then he will get the fresh aloe vera. He will smash the leaves. After smashing the leaves, then he will get the smashed leaves, and then you smear them into your whole body. Then in 2 to 3 days, you bring back your skin. So the plant, it's called the Sphazodia campanulata, or we call it the African tulip tree. Any idea about that tree? No. I showed you there at the office.
Oh, the Viagra.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. So it's called the Viagra for women.
Uh-huh.
So here, when you are a woman and you don't have sexual appetite to your husband, just you will come to this man, you explain to him. After explaining to him, then this man, he will go and get the fresh leaves of the Viagra, and he will get the bark of the tree together with the roots. So after getting the bark, the fresh leaves and the fresh roots, then he will chop them and boils them with water, then he will get the liquid. So after getting the liquid, then you will take 3 bottles for 3 days. And when you are taking the Viagra liquid, you make sure that you don't take sodas, you don't take sweets, you don't take beer. Because if you take them, then the medicine will be diluted. It will not work. Then after finishing these 3 bottles for 3 days, then when you meet your man, my friend, your man will appreciate. So if the man has been leaving the woman at home, he goes for other women.
Right.
But after taking this Viagra liquid, the man will stay at home. Yes. Mwanamke tulikumara.
Well,
Ndiyo ni mara mwije mwizabu.
Bunu mbaziwe ubukubwo kahinde kabinuza mu mpira kagwo kahinde. Nido kujana ni nguhundo ni maguhundo. Yesesa ubuni kusukuguru kwa maliro mkago.
And also as you make me remember, as we are going back, you will see that plant. Women, they like it so much. They get the bark of the tree.
There's a lot of happy
Yeah,
men
they-
in this village. Is that what you're saying?
Just they come during the night time, then they get the back of the tree. So as
honey.
we are going back, I will show you how they get the backs of the tree. So that means there is something in it that people they don't know. Yeah. So there is this plant here. Just you smell and guess the name. Others they say that it's mint, but it's not.
Smells like weed.
Others they say that it smells like mint.
It's not like mint.
It's not. So the plant it's called the Tigas eminata, and when someone is having some injuries or when someone is having some body pain, that person will come to him.
Good.
Then he will get the fresh leaves of the Tigas eminata. Then Tigas eminata. He will squeeze the leaves together with water. Then he will get the liquid. So after getting the liquid, then he will get the squeezed leaves. He pours the liquid. After pouring the liquid, then he will go to the point or where you feel pain. He press in or like massaging the whole body in 2 to 3 days. Then the injury is gone. If you have body pain, after using the leaves in 2 days, the injury is gone.
Okutahirirwa empagi
So do you know
n'okyabirungi.
the red ants?
I've
So
heard
red
of
ants.
them, but I don't know them, and I don't want to know them.
Yeah. So sometimes here they normally come into our houses, mostly when you have food in your house. So they have to come and eat that food, and they will, after finishing the food, it's when they will get out. So if you want them to get out from your house, when they come into your house, just you will get outside, you get these fresh leaves, you apply them into your room. Because of the smell, they don't like that smell, all of them they will be getting out.
Nice.
Guno mubazi gw'omusaayi gw'okwokya n'omusaayi mungi.
So the plant, it's called the bloodweed tree. When someone is anemic or when someone doesn't have blood, that person will come to him. Then he will get the plant. It's called the hibiscus plant or the bloodweed tree. Boils the leaves, get the liquid. So after getting the liquid, then you take these 3 bottles in 3 days. So after finishing them for 3 days, then when you go for the blood checkup, they will find a lot of blood in your body. Even you will donate blood to other people.
Ako kakemo,
So the first skull is of a monkey skull,
n'egyombwa nkazi,
female dog,
n'egyombwa nsaiki,
male dog.
n'egyobo,
Then the last one is of jackal.
obw'okurumu
No
ekintu kimu.
jackal, jackal.
Obw'okurumu
So when
ekintu kimu.
someone is bitten by the dog, immediately that person will come to him. Then he will get the skull of the dog, roast the skull, and get the powder. So after getting the powder, go to the point where the dog has bitten, smears the powder there. After smearing the powder there, then he will get that plant. It's called the Albizia grandbactiata. He will get the fresh leaves, boils them with water, and get the liquid. Then you take that liquid for 2 days. Then after when you're bitten by the dog for the second time, it will not add some rabies in your body because you're protected.
Bane bakogusa.
So he has a lot to explain, but time is not our best friend.
Right.
We need to go for other activities. So do you have some questions about the medicine man? And if we explain all these ones here, then that means we shall go back tomorrow.